Back now at 8:09 with Oscar winner George Clooney's mission to bring attention to the atrocities in the Sudan. He traveled to the volatile border region between Sudan and South Sudan, where violence has been flaring up. And Clooney says he witnessed horror firsthand and even got caught up in an attack. We sat down on Tuesday just hours after his return, and I asked him if this was his most dangerous trip to date.
Sure, I think you were just there, and you would agree that it's gotten a little heated. So yeah, it was hairy. There were moments that were dangerous.
What made it dangerous?
The randomness of the violence, and people are getting killed and hurt all over. There were 39 people in the village we were in the last month have been killed. 39, 514 injured, 39 killed in a village of 1,000 people. You know, and that's just in one village.
By
Omar al-Bashir,
the president of Sudan.
The same three guys, Harun, Defense Minister Hussein, and Omar al-Bashir, who were charged for war crimes in Darfur, are the exact same people bombing innocent people. They're living in caves because they're getting bombed. And they're getting bombed every day. This is not a military exercise. These are innocent people. It is a war crime.
What is your evidence? You went there with cameras?
We went there with cameras. We have evidence of that. We have certainly first-hand evidence. And this was yesterday?
Yeah, it was Galda. This is today.
We showed up in one village, and there was 150 people had come out and were cheering for us to come. You know, clearly someone had told them that we were coming. They probably had seen one of my films. And then all of a sudden, everyone just started running.
We're going to go to the caves. Okay, we're moving. We're going. Where is it? Do you see it? Yeah, that one was a rocket. It's just sailed over there. See if we can see what it hit. You can see all the kids here. Look over here. Take a look over here. This is everybody's heading off into the caves over here to hide.
How close was the rocket to you?
About a kilometer away, the first one. And it was close enough to feel it. It was close enough to make you... to wake you up.
At one point, you walk up to an unexploded ordnance bomb.
Yeah. Yesterday, 10:30, right? 10:30 in the morning. 15 bombs hit this tiny village where everyone is hiding in the rocks. And this is an unexploded bomb. It's buried up to its neck in the dirt. Do with unexploded bombs. And they kept putting the bushes back on. I was like, it's okay. You can leave them there.
You can stop moving the bushes now. You can step back slowly.
I believe that we'll just leave that there. Yeah, that was interesting. The more interesting thing was watching the fear, because this whole thing is about fear and intimidation. This is ethnic cleansing. You know, this is that simple. This is by identity. They want them to leave.
How do you know it's ethnic cleansing?
Because they're only getting rid of people who are non-Arab, period. That's it. They're moving people down. At the end of the day, what it all comes down to is creating space to get to the oil. At the end of the day, it's always oil. And the South Sudan has the oil, and the North Sudan has the refineries. And that's a problem.
Why do you risk your life? Why care so much? This is your 6th trip to this region. Why Sudan?
Once you get there and you see a people that, left to their own devices, without being attacked, have lived and survived and thrived in areas that are very difficult to do because they're survivors. But let's take it away from that for a second. The more important thing is why everyone at home? Why people in the United States? Let's take away the idea that we're the most generous nation in the world. And let's take away all the facts that we care about people. And let's go completely selfishly. And let's just talk about economics. Right now, what is going on in the Sudan changes the cost of your gas every single day of your life. So if for no other reason than your economic interests, there is plenty of reason to make sure that your government is involved in trying to secure some form of peace.
You have said, I'd like indicted war criminals to enjoy the same level of celebrity as me. Okay, make them famous.
Make them famous. Omar al-Bashir, Harun, Hussein, Taha. There's quite a few guys that should be remembered, like Clooney. I know that that's become a big issue here. While we were on the road, we found out about it.
What do you think about it?
I think it's great. The best takeaway is that if that means that people across the country and across the world know the name of a war criminal, good. They should know the name of all the war criminals.
Some people watching this are going to wonder how they should square this passionate activist talking about global politics, the price of oil, and Sudan, with the guy they see as an award-winning actor, a guy who's
Not
got
so
a
much
great
award-winning
sense of,
recently. Right?
a great sense of. You want to say anything more about that?
I would. I'd like to talk about that.
Are you inspired by what you've seen?
There's always inspiration in those kind of moments. And you feel an enormous, enormous sense of responsibility. We're only successful as a human race by how we look out for the people who can't look out for themselves.
And on that point, Clooney will testify about what he has witnessed before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee today, and he will also visit the Oval Office for a meeting with President Obama and the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and he's also planning to protest in front of the Sudanese embassy on Friday.